Good morning, boss.
Good morning.
Not a good morning, right?
Not really.
So the big mower doesn't start anymore. I don't know why. It got a lot of rain on it, so I think it's the starter. I cleaned out all the connections, blew them off, still didn't work. So we're gonna go buy a starter. I've never replaced the starter on here.
I know, but we have to try to do something.
So we're gonna go order a starter or see if they can get us a starter at the shop and then try to fix it ourselves, put a new starter on and see if that is. If not, we're gonna have to drop it back off the shop, but they're like a 3-week waiting, so.
Yeah, we have to try to go get that done and go see Jesse and Israel.
Okay. So we're gonna go mow our small development because we can do that. That'll be about 5, 6, 7 we can knock out. It's supposed to rain again. We were gonna go prune, but we wanna mow some up there. It didn't get as much rain and we're supposed to get a lot more rain. So we will see you there. And if you're wondering, this is what's going on. Like before it would turn over. Now it's not even. And then if I hold it, yeah, I don't know. It's not even doing anything now. So I'm hoping, really hoping it's the starter, but we'll see. Here's the real good morning. You guys seen a little bit. By the way, I'm Carl.
I'm Rachel.
And you're watching Happy's Family Farm.
No.
No, Happy's Lawn Care and Landscaping. I'm still farming. We've been off for many days.
You wish you were still farming.
And if you guys want to know, here's Rachel's mower today.
Yeah, that's my mower. $300 and something of it.
$312 for a starter, man. I was thinking 200 or 150, and she said, "Oh, 270 something with tax." And Rachel looked online. The cheapest she could find one was like 250 after.
Yeah.
And by the time it would get here,
we have it here in our hands, and we're just hoping that this is it. I think that this is it.
And if you're asking me, have I ever put a starter on a mower or a car or anything? I've never done that.
No.
So you guys will see how that happens. I'm laughing.
Oh, man.
So hopefully it works. If not, I'm going to be gentle with it. If not, I think I can take it back off and put the old one on and take that part back. I'm pretty sure you guys will, well, I already know before you guys do.
Yeah.
But no, maybe not. We're putting this video up tonight. So let me know if a part doesn't work and it's not the problem. Can you take it back off that same day and take it back and get your money back?
Hopefully.
I've never been a mechanic before. We're going to become a mechanic in Happy's Lawn Care.
Yeah.
So we're getting out and mowing everything with the 36 and the 48. We can still do stuff. Then I'm going to go back this afternoon, try to work on that and put that new starter on. And if it works, we'll be mowing our big ones tomorrow.
Yeah.
And whatever.
I mean, technically, with the amount of rain that we got yesterday, we probably wouldn't have been mowing anybody, but these are
short, they're flat, there's no hills.
Yeah.
And if we were to go on any in here and they felt mushy and we couldn't do it, we would stop.
Yeah.
So,
the only one that I'm questioning is the new sod.
Yeah,
and
but I
I'm
think
go
you'll be
check
all right.
that. Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's get out and mow, and then we will be putting a starter on.
All right.
Bad. Still took us 1 hour. By the time we're done, a little bit over an hour. So even without the big mower. Done this one, the one Rachel's blowing off, that one's done. The one to the left's done, the next one, and the next one. So we'll go see if she wants to hit 2 more up here, and that'll make 7. 7 that we got done up here. And we didn't even expect to mow today. It is still wet, but we're on track. They're finally going to put a fence up. And we don't mow this one anymore. Which I'm glad. The less we mow, the better. Going forward. One day down to 20 accounts would be nice. But that's going to be a long time coming from the clients we have. They ain't going anywhere. Too bad. There's number 6 done. We're doing pretty good for having a mower down.
Yeah.
It's warm out here though. So we're back at the house. We got 6 mowed today. I don't know if we're gonna go back out. I'm gonna mess with this mower and hope that I can become a mechanic today, right?
Yeah, I think it's more important. It's 2:40. I think it's more important to
Try to
make
get this
sure that
put
we
on.
have enough time to get this fixed. Because if this isn't what it is, then obviously we want to take it back and drop the mower off.
Yeah.
But I'm really hoping that this is... I think we should go in and maybe try to look up some YouTube videos.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just bolt your wires on the bottom there and hook them up, take a picture, and then bolt this. It's just 2 bolts right there, and that sticks somewhere.
Okay, so it looks pretty simple.
Looks pretty simple, but we'll see. I'm no mechanic, guys.
Yeah, if you guys can keep your fingers crossed for us.
And if it's not that, let us know what you think it might be, because you will see this video tonight.
Yeah, I actually think that somebody already told us so that their mower was doing the same thing and it was a starter. I'm almost positive. So if that was you, please.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find out.
Again.
So
yeah.
Hopefully. And if it is a starter and it works, that's the first so far in almost 1,000 hours and 4 years. That'll be a total of, what was that, $412 that we put into that machine, as far as like anything outside of belts and oil.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's normal.
Not too bad. I'd like it to last a little longer, but it is what it is. You got to put...
I mean, it has almost 1,000 hours on it, right?
Yeah.
So I always say miles.
Might be equal to 1,000 miles. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Because, yeah, I don't know.
So we'll record this and see how it goes, guys. So hopefully it goes good.
I know. So keep watching and just keep your fingers crossed.
We'll
Send
see.
all your good vibes towards us through the TV.
Well, we've already had it done by then. But. Well, I'm not sure how much of this you guys will be able to see. I'm gonna play mechanic, and hopefully I know what I'm doing. More than likely not, guys. Right? What do you think? You don't have to be a mechanic. You just gotta fake it till you make it, hopefully. Right? Well, guys, I got the starter off. Doesn't look like the starter's messed up or anything, but I don't know.
Yeah, how would you know?
Yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna put the new one on gently, and if it works, we'll keep it on. If not, I'll just put that back on and take the starter back. Okay, guys, not that you've seen much of me doing this. I got the starter back on. Now I'm gonna put all these wires back on. Plug this piece, where does it go? Up into here. There's a little clip you plug this thing up in under the starter. I really hope this works. I've never worked on an engine like this before. I mean, I've done belts and stuff, but not particularly a new starter. So let's hope it works. Let me put all this back on real quick. Say with the luck we have that it probably wasn't the starter, but let's see. Now I don't have any power on anything. Well, that's not good. Here goes nothing. Yep, $300 and something well spent.
Yeah.
Look. So I put it all together and I'm down there. I'm like, I'm missing a wire. Where is this wire? I couldn't find it. It got sucked up into the boot of my battery thing. And I put it all together and I'm like, here goes, guys. It's not going to start because that's just our luck with this stuff. And it didn't even, the red light didn't come on or nothing. And I'm like, oh, what did I do? And I'm all tracing the wires back, and I get back to the where you hook it to the starter, and I'm like, wait a second, there's a wire sucked up in the boot. And then I came back up here and I'm like, oh, let's see, let's do it one more time. Oh, that's so much relief though, right?
Relieving, right? Yeah.
That your husband now is considered a mechanic.
Yeah.
Wait, so that one pipe was like $400?
Yeah, 300 and something.
This one piece that I had to replace was $312.
What?
I'm gonna bet you about a year or two ago it was only like $250. But well worth it, man. So it was the starter after how many hours? 895 hours. And you got to understand, this isn't a homeowner's mower. So usually when a homeowner uses it and put that much hours, he's not starting and stop. They're not starting it and stopping as much as we are on these things. I mean, this thing gets turned over, what, eight times a day if we're doing 8 lawns. So, I mean, to last 900 hours, no big deal. So I'm glad it wasn't anything electrical. It was just this starter, guys. So this is the first starter I've ever replaced. And there was nothing online to show me how to do it. So I will go over and I will name it that video. So very, very, very simple, guys. So there's a bolt right, see it back here on your starter. That bolt right there you take off. And on the other side, up in behind here, is another bolt that you take off. And when you take, well, first you have to undo your battery terminal. You don't want to do it with this hooked up. I don't know if you can get zapped. Like I said, this is the first major thing I've ever replaced on a piece of equipment. You have to take all these terminals off. There's one bolt not under here you undo. And I did see somebody had said, because there was no video really on how to do this, and the starters were nothing like this. He did say, watch out, don't turn this nut too much. You don't want to strip the wires or something in there. I think he was saying something like that. So I was really careful. You take this off, all these wires come off, make sure you put them all back on. I didn't the first time. Take them 2 bolts off up there, and then that whole starter, this whole, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. So after you undo them 2 bolts where these 2 holes are there, guys, this whole starter pops down, just comes right out. And all you have to do is, you see where your teeth are, you just have to put it back up in there the same way you had it, prop it up there, get it perfect in there, and then just slide your 2 bolts back up in there, tighten one a little bit, go on the other side, tighten the other one a little bit, and then hook all of these connections back up. Really simple. So to do this, it took me 38 minutes to take off the old starter, put the new one back on, hook this all up again, and then undo it again and hook it back up again. Because I know how to do it now, if I were to have to do it again, I think I could do it in like 30 minutes. And I didn't have the best of tools. Good evening, Rach.
Good evening. How are you?
Good, good. So we went and got cleaned up after I fixed the mower, as you guys seen, thankfully.
Yeah.
We were able to do it ourselves. right?
I was so thankful. I was actually in the room and I heard it go on and I like ran out here and was like, yay!
And I'm no mechanic, and I was able to fix it.
Yeah.
And nothing against anybody who's a mechanic out there, but when you have a small business, you want to try to save money any way you can. And it was a 3-week waiting to get this thing fixed.
Yeah, and you know us, there has been times where we've just used the shop and, you know, they just need to do what they need to do. We need to pay what we need to pay.
Yeah.
This time, you know, we
couldn't
weren't
wait.
even 100% sure that it was a starter. So, you know, I guess if we would have dropped it off, but then to wait.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad that it worked out this way.
And I think that the shop probably, if they would have noticed it was the starter and were able to look at it right away, they probably would have got on it a little faster for us, and it might have been a week. But like we said, we wanted to save a little bit of money, and I figured I can at least attempt to do a starter, and I did it, guys.
It worked. Yeah.
So it worked. So
good job.
We'll be able to get back out mowing tomorrow.
I know.
Now, if something else breaks, the boss is going to want me to fix it. Maybe I shouldn't have did that.
I know.
Right?
No. Well, no, you should have done that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you were able to do it, and yeah, it was good.
So guys, we'll be back to mowing tomorrow. We're doing our big one tomorrow, and we'll get back on track. We didn't get everything mowed today. I wanted to get that fixed. And we will get back to that pruning job and mulching, but we're going to catch up on mowing because it's supposed to rain Thursday and Friday. So this week's going to be a fun week.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, they're only at a week this week.
Yeah.
And if for some reason we couldn't get to them this week and they did go to next week, it's just harder on us.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, so we're just going to hope for the best and just hope that we can still get our schedule done. So we'll see.
So thanks for watching, guys.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And be happy.
Or at least try.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.